Overwatch 2, the laziest sequel. This is a video by the Actman. Actman's an amazing content creator. Really love his stuff. Or as you guys are saying right now in chat, Overwatch 1.1. Because it is basically a patch to the original Overwatch. Let's just be completely real about that. It's basically a patch. And it's also a patch that destroyed the original and made it so that some people that had bought the original back in 2016 can't play it now because they don't have a contract cell phone, which is, it's just the state that we're in right now, the absolute state of Blizzard. Let's see what the Actman has to say about Overwatch 2, because I sure as fuck am not going to play it.
Hello, heroes of Overwatch. The team has been making great progress on the development of Overwatch 2.
No! Dude, was somebody watching ready to flip the switch on us? Like, what happened?
Daily playtests and feedback have given us confidence that we're creating something you're going to love.
All right, that's the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this preview of Overwatch 2.
At the same time, we want to get the game in your hands soon.
There's no way, bro! There's no way! There's no way! There's no...
We look forward to working with you to make Overwatch 2 amazing together.
This is so good.
Fuck! Honestly, we've let you down when it comes to delivering Overwatch content.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Time and time again, Blizzard continues to prove me and many others right on everything we say about them. What's up, everybody? This is the Actman here, and today, with the release of Overwatch 2, this company continues to be a never-ending train wreck.
Nice.
No force is capable of halting this self-destruction, not even Chunky Kong.
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
No. At this point, it's kind of expected that modern video game releases will always have some horrific problem occur.
It just disconnected me.
You got overwatched.
You got
I was just about to say that, goddamn.
For Overwatch 2, it was server issues and being able to play the game.
And by the way, I think it's important to bring, because I'm going to bring this out every single time like clockwork, Blizzard. That's right. I told you. I fucking told you when I played this other game. I told you that every single time you have server problems, I'm going to come and collect. I'm going to come collecting my dues. I'm going to say it every single time. There are no excuses for server problems. No excuses. Zero. You have zero excuses. And you want to know why? Do you want to know why? I'm sure that a lot of you know why, but I'll tell you why. I played Diablo Immortal. I subjected myself to that game. And guess what? You guys want to know what happened when I logged into Diablo Immortal? You guys want to know what happened? There were no server problems. There were no queues. There was no lag. The whole thing was flawless. Riddle me this. Somehow, they figured it out. This age-old server problem, when it came to this disgustingly pay-to-win piece of shit game called Diablo Immortal, they figured that shit out. They had no issues whatsoever. And I know that people are going to say, well, Overwatch 2 is more popular. And it's like, if you're going to tell me that a video game that is going to release on PC and consoles is somehow more powerful than a video game that released on mobile phones, I'm going to have to go ahead and ask you, what the fuck are you smoking, my guy? What are you smoking? And can I have some? No. No, there's no excuses. There's literally no excuses. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what arguments you're going to bring up. I don't care if they start telling me, oh, there was a DDoS. I don't give a flying fuck. You didn't have any of these problems when it came to your precious Diablo Immortal, your precious pay-to-win cash cow, your disgusting cash grab of a game. That was not a problem then. So guess what? Fucking figure it out. Not my problem. I'm going to extend zero, and I do mean that, I'm going to extend zero tolerance to any video game from Blizzard in the future that has server problems. Sorry. Don't give a fuck. I just don't care. It's your problem. Fucking sort it out. Because, like, look, you definitely made it for Diablo Immortal. So, from this point onwards, if you can't do it for other games, it's because you fucking don't want to. That's simple.
At all. What the fuck, dude? Come on.
It didn't used to be this way, Smithers. No, it didn't used to be this way at all.
These server issues and obnoxious queues, man, the memes came a-flooding in.
When do we get to the ride?
This is the ride! Yippee!
But it also seems that Blizzard was hit by some type of DDoS attack, so I'll give them a pass on the server stuff. Because Overwatch 2's technical problems are microscopic in comparison to its real issues. Surprise, surprise, mostly ethical ones. You know, the issues that are fixed after months or years of post-launch support, or sometimes never fixed. Overwatch 2 is the latest but not greatest blunder in Blizzard's recent history of being greedy and terrible. But how can this be? Wasn't the first Overwatch, like, beloved by everyone? And what about all those update videos on Overwatch 2? It seemed like the devs were super excited, passionate. Jeff was still spearheading this project. The first game captured our hearts and minds instantly and won us over. So, how hard could it be to make a decent sequel?
Were it so easy?
Activision Blizzard might be terrible about how they treat their employees, but at least the Blizzard side is still making great games, right?
No! There
At
it
least
is.
they have a new PvE mode coming out, and I'll get to try that out and review it for you in just a second. Oh, that's been delayed a year.
What is it? That stench. I've smelled it before.
What in Zenyatta's balls have you been doing for the last 3 years?
Zenyatta's
The
balls.
short answer is, the Overwatch team has probably been fighting upper management to make Overwatch 2 the game they wanted to make. The bulk of what they aimed to release is not ready, and maybe somebody said, well, just put something out. I don't necessarily blame the developers. The work they have done has pushed Overwatch to the...
Man, this map seems awfully familiar. It's almost like we had this map in Overwatch 1. We also had this character. And we also had the character he's shooting at. It's almost like this is exactly Overwatch 1. Even the UI looks the same. Fucking impressive.
The best state it's been in terms of gameplay. But how do we get here? How did we arrive at this version of Overwatch 2? And what is necessarily wrong with it? All questions will be answered. But it seems like this is not the same game Blizzard had envisioned when they were announcing it and promoting it. You know, Jeff Kaplan leaving the team halfway through development probably changed the vision for it. And trying to redesign characters to fit a 5v5 mode, it's not as easy as it sounds. Now let's start with one thing Blizzard did right. Merging.
No. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look.
Now let's start.
I want you to pay attention to what is the biggest menu option you have on this bitch, and it's that battle pass, and there's even a new thing in there to get you to click on it. Dude, this is video games, guys. This is video games in 2022, baby. This is video games in 2022, right there. Fucking battle pass on the main menu. There you go. This is video games in 2022. Thank you.
With one thing Blizzard did right, merging the games together. There is some conversation to be had about preserving the first game, but for the most part, this was the best choice. The benefits are that players now don't have to re-grind the game for skins and the gold weapons they had before. All that stuff they had just transfers over. That's great. People spent money on that. They can still use it in this new game. Your time spent in the first game will directly transfer to this one. This combined with the new free-to-play model might seem pretty good at first glance, but this is modern gaming, and there's always a caveat. Still,
we
not
go.
having to buy a video game is often a good thing, but merging the two games together was something Jeff Overwatch had to convince the higher-ups at Blizzard to do, instead of just like make a new sequel, sell it, and let's put a new monetization system in it. Jeff said he and the team wanted to redefine what people expected from a video game sequel. It's safe to say the team he left has succeeded.
They definitely redefined what we expected of a sequel. Good fucking job.
In lowering our standards for a video game sequel. Overwatch 2 is not really a sequel, but it is one of the laziest, shameless cash grabs I've seen from Blizzard. And you might disagree, that's fine, but at least hear me out.
No, if you disagree, you're wrong. He's 1,000% correct. Anybody here disagrees? Because if you do, you're wrong. Feel free to leave. I don't give a fuck. It's like, dude, it is a terrible fucking game, period, all right?
And I'll try to put in some memes to make this video a little spicy. Generally, a sequel is supposed to expand on the ideas and concepts of its predecessor. 90% of the content in Overwatch 2 was already there. This is why it's more like Overwatch 1.1. So there's no story in this.
I love how he said Overwatch 1.1 right after some of you guys said Overwatch 1.1. Clearly, you've already watched this video.
First-person shooter game that's basically been out since
look!
20.
Look, it's that map. I think I played this map in the beta of the original Overwatch. And look, it's Zenyatta. He was also in the game in the original Overwatch, and that looks like Roadhog. Also in the game in the original Overwatch. Fan-fucking-tastic. It's just like Overwatch 1.
16. If you hover over the application, it still just says Overwatch, not Overwatch 2. You want another thing to show you how similar these two games are? Pause it, zoom in, and enhance. Overwatch, but with a 2 this time. This is the official Twitter account for the game. They know what this is. At best, it's a small expansion, but to treat this as a sequel is extremely disingenuous. Blizzard games have kind of turned into fronts for something else.
Hey, did you just teabag that other player, bro? What the fuck, Act Man? I wouldn't expect such toxic behavior from you. Look at what he did.
Blizzard games.
It's time to cancel the Act Man. Teabagged another player. Completely unacceptable behavior. And he's playing Genji. That just makes it worse. Wait, not Genji. What's the name of this one? Hanzo, right? Hanzo? This one's Hanzo, right? Did I forget his name? I think it's Hanzo. Yeah. See? This is the other... Wasn't this like an insult a while back? Some kid said he was getting bullied at school and other kids were calling him a Hanzo main or a Genji main or some bullshit.
Have kind of turned into fronts for something else. And I see through it. I see through the mirage, that fading idea that Blizzard still has even a scrap of integrity as a company. Diablo Immortal, for example. We all knew what that was going to be. Were we surprised? Yeah, we didn't think it would be that bad.
Yeah.
Like that shameless of a cash
It was pretty fucking disgusting. It's pretty fucking disgusting.
Grab. Diablo Immortal was a front for Blizzard to tap into the mobile market and basically make a game that you have to pay to play. You know, so their games are just kind of a front. Overwatch 2 is a front for a shop update. As this Reddit user states, it isn't a sequel at all. It's a fucking shop overhaul patch.
Good point. Yeah, I agree. Yes.
The true intention behind releasing this game is to change the existing Overwatch into a free-to-play business model. Take out the loop.
And here's the thing. It feels bad because I feel like the original Overwatch, I feel like they did put some effort into that. It is important to mention, though, that the original Overwatch was fundamentally a failed product. And a failed product from the point of before... Okay, my lack of sleep. Listen, I didn't sleep much tonight, so I apologize for that. That's not what I meant to say. It originated from a failed product. That's what I meant to say. The original Overwatch originated from a failed product because Overwatch came from the ashes of Project Titan, which was going to be Blizzard's next big MMORPG. It ended up not really happening, and instead we got Overwatch.
Boxes, they're just adjusting how they make money from it. So fuck it. Let's charge people $20 for skins that were only $10 in the first game. That's a good idea. What, you want to wear brown as Junker Queen? $20, please. Give me that crisp.
One of the images shows a legendary skin that costs you $20 or 32 weeks of grinding. The other one shows a default skin. I'm going to say that the right one is the legendary skin because it's got like additional detail on the arm and it's got like the anime bullshit in the chest and it's got like... Wait, what? No, wait, the right one's the default? No shot, dude. You are kidding me. So you're telling me that you can play this or you can pay $20 for this? It literally has less detail. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Oh no. 32 weeks of grinding. Like, listen, I knew that Overwatch 2 was bad. I didn't know it was this bad. Holy shit. Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ. You could spend 32 weeks grinding for this, or you could play Final Fantasy XIV for free, which includes the legendary expansion Heavensward. No, the critically acclaimed expansion Heavensward. You can play it all the way to level 60 with no time.
Andrew
Right
Jackson,
themselves.
what's that? You want to buy a legendary skin? Then
Hand it over, that thing.
your $20 bill. Legendary skins have high expectations. You know, if you drop $20 on a skin in League of Legends, you're getting something special, something that looks really cool and looks completely different than the base skin. This does not. The skins and stuff they have for the 3 new heroes are lazy at best. But can't you just unlock skins like the old-fashioned way by grinding out currency? Oh, would you look at that? A challenge-based progression system.
That stench. I've smelled it before.
Oh yeah, sure, you can unlock gear and stuff if you don't mind, you know, grinding, completing 11 weekly challenges for 32 consecutive weeks. Then you can buy that legendary skin. Blizzard has reached a new level of stingy. Get this. You are allowed to earn 60 credits per week. That is if you complete all 11 weekly challenges. You get 60 credits. And if you pull out your handy dandy...
Me and Ekalon already talked about this in the podcast. It's pretty fucking gnarly, dude.
Calculator, we can see that to unlock the new hero Kiriko's non-seasonal cosmetics, it would take you 5 years. That means you would have to complete all 11 weekly challenges for 260 weeks in a row without missing one. This is the...
You want to know the funniest thing about this? Let me tell you what the funniest thing about this is. 1 month from now, nobody will remember this. 1 month from now, people will be telling me, like, if I happen to bring this up, they're like, "Wow, Rurikhan, you still hung up on that?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, because it hasn't changed, motherfucker. It's still the same." But a month from now, content creators that bring this up will get people memeing on them. It's hilarious, dude. It's fucking hilarious. 1 month, give it 2 weeks, probably. Because, like, nobody's going to remember it. Like, nobody's going to remember this. And Blizzard's just going to keep on riding. Because the publishers have learned by now, they don't have to pay attention to, you know, videos like this. They've learned. They don't need to. We don't need to pay attention to this. Because fundamentally, these people were never going to be the ones that buy our shit anyways. So all they have to do is keep the whales happy. Because I bet they have whales in Overwatch. I bet some motherfucker already spent like 10 months of his paycheck buying skins on Overwatch 2. I guarantee it. It always happens. I don't know why these people do this, but it happens. They ruin their lives buying skins for a free-to-play game. Doesn't give two shits about them. It is what it is.
State of free-to-play live service games. Okay, gotcha. I want out. You think grinding 60 hours for Darth Vader was extreme? No, this is 100% intentional. Blizzard knows what they're doing. It's designed to be as tedious as possible. 12 grand is the total cost for a new player to unlock everything in the game.
Oh, what the fuck ever?
You could potentially spend 12 grand on Overwatch 2. I never imagined that Blizzard removing loot boxes would actually put a worse system in place somehow. Loot boxes fucking suck, but in Overwatch, they weren't the worst. As if the grind isn't shitty enough, Blizzard also made sure to include this new progression system that's brand new, revolutionized. You've never seen it before. It's a battle pass again.
Listen, guys, let me tell you something. This right here, and I'm not even exaggerating, you can quote me like 2-3 years from now. This right here is the future of video games. Get ready. Get ready. This right here is the future of video games. So enjoy it while it lasts, because we're not going to be enjoying it for much longer.
The free pass is filled with hot garbage, so you'll want to play for the exclusive one, of course. What's worse is that Blizzard plans on doing something very controversial, putting heroes in these battle passes, so you don't have them when they come out.
Yeah, just
we
go all
are
hot.
now gatekeeping heroes to some extent in Overwatch. They're attempting to gatekeep that part of the game now. You might not think this is a big deal initially, but remember, this is Blizzard. This is Activision Blizzard.
Uh-oh.
And this is modern gaming. It's gonna get worse if you let them. But wait a minute, Act-Man, what's the big deal if they lock some heroes off? That's what Apex does, that's what League of Legends does, and all these other games. Multiverses, a fighting game doesn't let you play as all the characters. Yeah, and that's fine. I'm fine with unlocking stuff like that, but Overwatch was designed on this core principle of picks and counter picks. You are not locked in to your character that you pick at the start. You can change and swap freely. Some characters do better against others, and there's this element of counterplay. That's the base concept of Overwatch design, and now they're trying to change that. That's also besides the point that Overwatch was a game you paid for and you got all the content. Now the game's free to play, you want to sell heroes now. How is that better for me or any other player? It's not. It's going to be worse. And what's Blizzard's reasoning?
These companies don't give a fuck about what's better for you. They give a fuck about what's better for their bottom line. Now they're just done pretending that's not the case. Listen, it's going to get way worse. It's going to get way worse. And I can already hear the people that are going to tell me, well, Rurikhan, you're going to play Dragonflight. Yeah, I am. And I'm going to report on it because, like, look, I already gave up on Overwatch, which was a Blizzard product that I kind of enjoyed. I'm about this close of giving up on Diablo because Diablo 4 is looking like it's going to be a complete turd. It already has like fucking 5, 6, fucking 10 tiers of Battle Pass planned out. So it's like, listen, I'm about this close of taking a dump on Diablo as well. And, you know, if Dragonflight doesn't make it through, I guess I'll probably be done with most Blizzard things, maybe forever. It's like, listen, it is what it is.
Well, heroes are the single most engaging content that we have in the game, and as we designed this model, it seemed to be a very strong fit to put those heroes into our new engagement systems. Translation.
Engagement systems!
We want to use new heroes to sell you on the Battle Pass. This is a manipulative technique used to drive engagement with the game and revenue. There is no benefit to you, the player, otherwise we would have listed one. No, this is about our engagement systems. Buy Battle Pass tiers and go fuck yourself. Overwatch 2 is designed around the fact that not everyone will own every hero. Why?
It's not designed on the fact that not everyone will own any hero because, as I've mentioned in a previous video, Overwatch is fundamentally based around counterplay. That means when somebody picks up a hero, you might want to pick up a hero to counterplay that particular hero. And guess what's going to happen when those heroes are in the Battle Pass? Sometimes you're not going to be able to counterplay the enemy team's hero. which is that is the situation that you're going to find yourself in. And then Blizzard will be like, hey, maybe you can buy those battle pass tiers, get to that hero faster, huh? Huh? Yeah, let's fucking go. Basically pay to win, pretty much.
Why are you changing that now? According to gameplay director Aaron Keller explained that the game has been tweaked to reduce the amount of hard counters that Overwatch has, thus reducing the need to have certain heroes available to counter specific strategies. Blizzard wants players to have more freedom in what hero they're choosing for any particular situation. That's an oxymoron if I've ever heard one. The game is designed so that not everyone will own every hero. However, we also want you to have more freedom when you select a hero by reducing your options.
It's nothing personal, Jack. It's just good business.
Now, to go back to the sequelitis thing, one bad thing about merging the two games is now you can't play the original Overwatch. It's just straight up been replaced. And part of the reason they're doing that is because they had to. Because the games are so freaking similar, it doesn't warrant having two separate player bases and two different dev teams working on two different games that are just make them the same game. They're the same anyways. It's also like they could not have passed this off as a brand new $60 game. Holy fuck, that'd be a scam if I've ever heard one. And even though I've had a lot of fun playing Overwatch 2 and, it feels like 2016, 2017 again, I just can't get over how scummy Blizzard.
Look at that. I remember this map. I remember this character. And I remember this character. Is that a new character there? No, I think this character was also in Overwatch 1, wasn't she? Yeah, I'm pretty sure
still
she
is
was.
with their business practices.
Good job.
But let's at least give the game a fair shake. What is actually new in Overwatch 2? And what does it do right? Of course, the core gameplay is still fantastic and loads of fun. It's a great game to play with the boys, but I'm not sure if competitive is going to be worth your mental health. So
what about play with the girls? The fuck? Sexist much? Misogynist pig, how dare you? that's kind of how the current thought process goes in social media. Why just the boys? Why not the girls? Are you sexist? You misogynistic bigot. That's kind of like people go from 0 to 100 real fucking fast. Just giving you guys an example. If she plays Overwatch, she's one of the boys. That's right, Dark Hero. Yes, she is.
The last time I was really into Overwatch was around 2018. Depending on the last time you played, the amount of changes could be massive or like that much. For me, it was substantial, but these are the big changes. Now let's break this list down. Every hero got some kind of balance changes ranging from overhauling their kits, creating new abilities, to Genji, who is perfectly fine the way he is. They've introduced these universal buffs to each of the 3 classes, which is kind of cool. Bastion and Orisa got reworked. Mick Cassidy had his flashbang removed because stuns aren't fun, and now he has a generic grenade. Bastion's self-heal was removed, and now he's got a generic grenade. 3 new heroes have been added, including another Australian, which is nice. What does she say? Like, pick up the pace, you drumbo? Is that a word? Drumbo? Junker Queen's great. I love her toolkit emphasizing damage over time and self-healing over time. She's rewarded for being aggressive. I think it's a neat play style. And it's pretty fun throwing that knife around. Her ult's great. They've got some interesting gimmicks, like Kiriko can make allies invincible for like a second. A lot of clutch plays you can make with that. They all fit in nicely amongst the existing cast, and I don't know if there's any major like balancing problems, like maybe Orisa is a bit too good. But besides that, the game feels pretty balanced. Scratch that Bastion's actually terrible. Here's the problem. The first game launched with 21 heroes and added 11 over 4 years of updates. This is a game that was allegedly in development for 3 years, and it's being labeled as a fucking sequel. 3 new heroes. The big question I had going into this game, would they finally buff Soldier 76's ass? I mean, would the 5v5 mode play better than 6v6? Was that transition gonna be easy or rocky? The truth is, it could not have been a better change. Games feel tighter and faster with 2 less players, with a focus on each team having 1 tank, and it really breaks down the 2 tank, 2 healer, 2 DPS meta. which had gotten a bit stale. In 5v5, you feel like your picks matter a lot more, and dying matters a lot more. So a really good change overall. It certainly wasn't a good impression when my first 10 matches of this game were all played on maps I had seen before. Maps that contained no gameplay differences from before. None whatsoever. The exact same map, different visuals. Different time of day. If you can manage to find them, there are 6 new maps and they're all a lot of fun. On par with all the others, Overwatch has never really had bad maps, I'd say, just maybe bad modes. Alright, so there's one new mode. So to count out the big meaty chunks, 3 new heroes, 6 new maps, 1 new mode. That's what's new in Overwatch 2. We got Push, where one robot tries to push the payload, towards the other team. While it's a fun little twist, I was kind of expecting more, considering the other big major mode has been delayed a year. PvE. There will be a big-ass PvE mode released in 2023. That apparently was the major focus of this game, but they've had to delay it. That's where my main issues lie. If you had that, I'd probably be singing a different tune about Overwatch 2 not being a sequel. They launched this early for some reason. A couple underrated additions Blizzard has made is updating the music and voices. Apparently they added like 44,000 voice lines to the game. And to see all these cool characters having fun conversations again, it brings me back to 2016 when the game first came out.
I see you glancing at me. You wish to ride me into battle?
What a preposterous thought.
Do not lie, Archer. It is beneath you.
Both brothers on the same team? Better make up before I smash your heads together.
The new sound design is refreshing. Overwatch 2 is still the same accessible yet with a high skill ceiling team FPS game that I loved back in 2016. It's still fun trying to get good as Hanzo, something I've always dreamed of accomplishing.
Oh look, another map that I know.
Oh my god.
Are you like a goated Hanzo? What's going on here?
But you know, it is fun and satisfying to work with your friends and get better using these characters, understanding matchups, everything. So while there have been some welcome new additions to this game, on the flip side, what Blizzard has decided to cut is really bizarre. Yes, we got 6 new maps and a new mode. But we also lost 5 maps and a mode. Assault has been completely removed and all the maps with it as well. You remember it was that one where attacking teams would take the first point in 1 minute and then just get brick
this was a cool map.
On the second point for the next 7 minutes. Still, it seems like a wasted opportunity to not at least rework these maps to fit other modes. Again, it just feels lazy. Like, well, we can't make the slightest changes to these pre-existing content, so let's just scrap it instead. If this is a replacement for the old game, why are you cutting? Why are you snipping? Meanwhile, I've never heard of a video game that needed my phone number, my mother's maiden name, and a copy of my 3rd grade report card just to be able to play it. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Okay, this is part of that fight against toxicity initiative that Blizzard and so many other companies are doing. Now, when I hear a company say they're gonna take steps to combat toxicity, it usually means making the game worse for everyone who's not an asshole, i.e. me. Yep. No more being on fire, no more endorsing the other team. You know, we're stripping down interactions. We're gonna be recording your voice chat and using text-to-speech to transcribe it. So if you say the word bigger, start heading for the hills. Yes, I understand Overwatch, MOBAs, and to be honest, all competitive games can have toxic butthole players, but why you gotta punish the rest of us? A good example is having to play 50 or so regular matches before you can hop into competitive. That kind of weeds out the chaff, you know what I mean? And it discourages smurfing, it discourages hackers and trolls from just making a new account, hopping back in, and ruining 9 other people's time. Yay! It also ensures that brand new players won't just hop straight into that. This is good.
It also ensures...
What's not good is recording the in-game voice.
It also ensures that some of the existing players weren't able to play the game.
Voice chat of players if they get reported. It's like Blizzard might have good intentions, but their lack of foresight creates moments like this. If you have a prepaid phone plan, you just can't play. Fuck you, you're poor. It's like, Blizzard, do you remember the fiasco of Real ID? At least you're not publishing our information, but if you're susceptible to a DDoS...
Not yet.
tag and you're getting all this shit from me, then I have to wonder how safe is my information with you. Aside from that, there's plenty of fun things Blizzard scrapped, like the progression system. It's amazing how Halo Infinite got absolutely blasted for its challenge-based progression system, and now Overwatch has done the exact same. Ah, fuck it, just add a battle pass. That's all the kids care about anymore. No more ranks, no more leveling up, no more cool borders and portraits. Nah. Apparently, being a high-level player meant others were more toxic against you for some reason. Nobody's feelings can get hurt. Don't interact with people. Don't endorse your opponents for good sportsmanship. It's just, go to the battle pass. Go to the battle pass.
Yace55, thank you very much for being with us for 5 months. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There's no medals or really a post-game summary anymore. No cards highlighting what certain players did during the match. Can't have anyone feeling bad if they don't got gold damage. No more reputation above your name. That was toxic. Remember how you could get daily loot boxes by playing different modes in the arcade? That's gone. Do your weekly challenges, that's all you get, and shut up. I don't know, man. It feels like Blizzard wants you to think they care about toxicity in the hopes that it'll draw your attention away from the other ethical problems they keep finding themselves in. Another year, another moral dilemma for Blizzard. I wanted to love Overwatch 2, and I still do as a video game. I wanted to be wrong about Blizzard being a increasingly shitty company that sniffs dog farts, but I continue to be right about that as well. Their confusing and ambiguous, misleading marketing around this game had me thinking it would be way bigger than it is. The team wanted to redefine what people expected from a sequel. Those words stuck with me. I don't know, maybe this is the best they could do, but Blizzard always used to have a reputation of delaying stuff that wasn't ready. Either their culture has gotten way worse, or this is what they think is ready. And some of the developers' comments further illustrate this game as being a lazy cash grab they hope to fix and add content to at some undetermined point in the future. Where have I heard that before? I'll continue to play Overwatch 2 because it's fun.
Really?
I'll try out the competitive, but I strongly suggest that you don't buy anything from this game until Blizzard stops being a money-first company and starts being a player-first company. That is my TED Talk on Overwatch 2. That is my review of it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to the Act Man for more awesome content. What are your thoughts on Overwatch 2? Leave them down in the comments below. Alright everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace!
Yeah, it's good to see that Blizzard still can't be asked to fix Overwatch 2. That's great. Good job, Blizzard. Good fucking job, Blizzard. Guys, make sure to come over to the video, give it a like. Wow, this thing's got 1 million views. Damn. Give it a like, give it some watch time. Don't just go in there, like, and leave, because that's actually bad for the algorithm. But yeah, that's that. Incredibly disappointing. But this is the future of video games, guys. This is what happens. They transform everything into a fucking grinder. You just grind stuff out. That's all there is to it. Not even like fun. It's just like, no, here's the things we want you to do. Do these every week, and we give you your 60 little points that are worthless because you can't buy anything with them. And you're going to be doing that for a while too, so get used to it. Modern gaming. But this is a free game. Except people paid for it back in 2016. It's like, you're not wrong. It is a free game, but Jesus Christ. So we just don't have any standards anymore for what free games are? I don't know, dude.